Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode here on Eat Sleep Reef. And this week I'm going to be showing you guys how we finally got this massive tank inside, giving you guys a little bit of a rundown on the stand, some pointers on the stand as well. Honestly, the only hardest part about building that stand was getting all the leveling feet, but luckily for you guys that are purchasing WaterBox tanks, I'm going to have a really nice tip for you. It's going to save you a lot of time, maybe a little bit of headache. Stay tuned. I don't know if you guys remembered, but in last week's video I did mention when I originally opened this I was going to do something different. Now for you guys that own a reef tank, and honestly most manufacturers do this, and if you have a reef tank that has a black background, you probably have installed from the factory, it's a piece of black vinyl that they attach, and obviously that gives you the illusion, not the illusion, but the, it gives you the black background look, which is great and all. But I'm after something really different, really unique. You guys are able to see a picture right here of what I'm after for this specific build. In doing that, I'm obviously going to remove the black from here to there, as well as from here to here completely. So I know what you guys are saying. You're probably saying, well, Antonio, that's going to be tons of more maintenance. And you're right, it is going to be more maintenance. But I believe if it's done right, it's going to look 100% epic. And doing that is very straightforward. Again, it is a piece of vinyl or vinyl-like material. So one of the first things you want to do is mark it. To be honest with you, I could totally remove all of it. The main reason I'm not removing the one here is because I don't want too much algae buildup in here. If I did remove it, if there's excess light coming in, it'll just increase the algae buildup in there. So that's the only reason I'm not removing it all through here. So you can see where I have it marked. I'm going to cut with the razor blade and then literally start peeling this stuff off on both sides. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. The next thing I'm going to do here in a little bit, as you guys are going to witness, we're going to start the move of the tank. It's going to be a total of about 4 guys. We're going to try our best. I did get some suction cups to help me in getting our fingers under it. Honestly, I don't trust the suction cups to carry it, but I certainly do trust them enough to lift them to kind of get our hands under and just locate it on the stand itself. Have the backing removed on one side, so that's what the tank looks like without backing. I know it's hard to see with the glare, but that's no backing on that side. That side has backing. I'll show you guys how I removed it over here. So if you guys are thinking of removing the backing, you see it literally takes 2 minutes to remove it. As I mentioned earlier, this backing is just like any other tank manufacturer. It's a vinyl is what it is. Vinyl, sticker, whatever you want to call it, but it's very simple to remove. What you do, you mark how far you want to make your cut, and you get yourself a nice straight edge, followed by a brand new and very sharp knife itself. Make your cut with the straight edge and literally just start peeling. So what I'll do, I'll show you guys this corner, how I start peeling it, and it really takes almost no effort to get this stuff coming off. There you go. See that? Look at that. Super easy. So obviously I still need to make my markings there, draw my line with the knife, and then just peel it off completely. Now let's say if in the future you do regret this and you're like, or you do want to cover it, or you're tired of maintaining it, very easy to do. You can order another vinyl from Amazon or wherever you can get black vinyl, stick it on, and you're done. It's very simple. Of course you could paint it on if you want to, but personally I feel with the vinyl it's a lot easier to install. Once you do install it, get yourself a straight edge, cut all the edges, and you're 100% complete. So I figured I would show you guys exactly how easy I remove it. And also it's a little bit more satisfying to watch. So as you get closer to the edge here, you just want to be careful that you do, there it is, that you don't lift. It's a little bit hard to see because the sun is coming in. Look at that, super clean lines. So over here you can peel really quickly. But right here on the edge, you want to make sure that it doesn't peel any of that side. And to ensure that, you just apply a good amount of pressure when you're making the cut. There we go. I'm sure the person in the WaterBox factory that probably did this, probably took him a while, and if he saw this video, he'd be like, what the heck, all that work? He's like, all that work I did? There we go. All right, we're done. So that's it. That's how it's gonna look. Pretty much all the whole back and the whole front. Now that, to me, that's a reef tank. Assembling the base was fairly easy. You just pretty much get the front, the back, and the two sides as long as the two center braces. Once these are complete, you want to make sure you level this, because getting access to the two center ones is going to be nearly impossible once you put the top base on it. That's one thing I didn't see really talked about in the manual, so I highly recommend you level it right now that it doesn't have the base. Once you do get the base and the rear panels as well as the center dividers, you can go ahead and slide on the two side doors. This is also where, if you got the white version, they'd be the white doors. Following that, you can go ahead and assemble the doors. Once you do have the doors, you can do your best to get them as straight as you can, get your gaps where you're happy with them. And once that's done, we are ready to get the tank fully mounted. Moving the whole tank took a total of 4 people in 2 suction cups. I mean, these suction cups are truly lifesavers. It made it pretty easy to take the tank off from the crate, put it on 2 dollies, and from there, it's as simple as pushing it in to the living room, obviously through the front door. It also helped that I do have double doors in my home, so it's very simple to get that done, push it through. And once we got it in, there was really no hiccups. We used the suction cups to get it here through the entrance as you're witnessing, so 2 suction cups on either end. If I could do it over again, I probably would get 4 suction cups, and you know, there would just be a little bit more redundancy. But once we did get it to the final location, I verified that the stand itself was leveled, or as level as I could get it. Then I ran over to call my neighbor, and it took a total of 4 people to get it up on the stand. But luckily it went on with no hiccups at all. Tank is officially moved. I'm so happy it happened without any flaws, really. No damage to anything, no damage to the stand, no damage to the tank. Everything worked out flawlessly. Now guys, if there's anything I can recommend, whether you're moving, I would say anything bigger than like a 50-gallon cube, you have to get these guys. They're big lifesavers. They make it so much easier to lift the tank so you can get your fingers under it. Now I probably wouldn't trust these to carry a tank. The only way I would trust them is if you ordered maybe 6 of them and have multiple people grabbing them, so in case one fails, there's redundancy involved. If you're doing it that way, I'd recommend you could carry a tank with them. Each one will do 200 pounds. With 2 of these, we lifted that tank. That tank, I don't know, weighs anywhere from about 400 pounds, I'm guessing. If I could do it differently, I would probably order 2 more of these to have a total of 4. But yeah, it took about 4 people to lift the tank. Very simple with the dollies you guys saw we got it around. So I'm just very happy that's done. There's still a lot to do. There's a lot of equipment. I'll probably do a video just on all the equipment I'm gonna be running on the tank, so you guys have a reference, and maybe you can go back to that video and check that out. Now, one thing I did want to mention that I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, I am doing a very detailed build thread on Reef2Reef. So you are gonna be able to find that on the description and the link below. And that's gonna be a little bit more of a personal build thread. You know, these videos, as much as I would want to do them super detailed, I know you guys don't want to see every single detail and have 20-minute long, 30-minute long videos. So you know what? I said I'm going to do a build thread. You guys can go into detail if you want to. Follow me. You can go in there, check out, get all the latest updates. If you guys are going, after watching this video, to Reef2Reef in that thread, leave a comment in there. Let me know you're coming from the YouTube video. Also, it's a great place to have a one-on-one conversation. If you want to ask me, questions about reefing or a more one-on-one personal conversation, you can totally do it there at Reef2Reef. Again, the link's going to be in the description. I really hope I earn your subscription. If you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe because you're really missing out. If you're subscribed and you haven't hit that notification bell, what are you waiting for? So that's going to be it. Leave any questions, comments, or concerns down below. We have tons of more content coming out. I'm going to do my best to be pushing out 2 videos a week. Why? Because there's just so much content I have. If I did 1 video a week, we would never get through all the content that obviously I have coming out. So hopefully 2 videos a week you guys can expect. I don't know if you guys can see it off the corner, but the aquascape is pretty much coming together. You know what? I'll give you guys a quick little bonus clip here at the end so you can check out the aquascape. But that's going to be it, guys. I don't think I have anything else to say. Everything was pretty straightforward. Again, suction cups is a big must if you're moving a big tank, anything bigger than even a cube or a 50-gallon cube. I'd really recommend these. Let's show you guys real quick here the aquascape right before I start cementing in there. Obviously, I'm going to have a whole video showing how I did the aquascape, showing the methods. I always like to show that. It won't be in detail, but you'll surely get a video showing kind of, the whole aquascape coming together. This is the aquascape almost just before I start cementing it. I think it's going to be the final design. Again, I'm not going to ramble too much about it, only because I'm going to have a full video on it. But this is pretty much what it's going to look like. I may, do another revision. Maybe, maybe not. You guys know how aquascaping can be. But I think I could feel pretty comfortable with this. Very happy with it. Again, I'm going to be having a video going into a lot more detail, showing you guys how I'm putting it together, showing you guys the method behind the madness. Maybe you guys can pick up some tips there as well. I think that's going to be it, guys. I don't think I have any more to say other than I'm very excited to continue this journey. And thank each and every one of you that did congratulate me in my last video, you guys that left a comment. I really appreciate the great comments. I thank each and every one of you following along. I think it's going to be a journey. It's going to be a learning curve. It's going to be ups. It's going to be downs. But again, hey, that's reef keeping, right? So thank you guys very much for watching. Remember to leave the comment down below. Don't forget, if you do go to Reef2Reef and you're coming from this video, leave me a comment letting me know you came from the video. I'd love to have a one-on-one with you guys. So thank you guys very much for watching. As always, happy reefing.